What? Put it in your shade, baby, up and down. Moving in the sun, baby, right and round. Wiggle those hips, baby, side to side. Woo, and it's a crazy ride. Like the shade, baby, one more time. And I'm about to lose my mind. Feel so good, baby, just can't wait. Come on, baby, put it to me straight. Slow down. Woo, just a little bit. Baby, kiss my lips. And I'm about to throw some guys back with you. Flip it over, baby, you're on top. And you know that I like it a lot. Push me to me, baby, I'm your man. Woo, and you're at it again. Back straight, baby, one more time. And I'm about to lose my mind. Feel so good, I'm in an altered state. Come on, baby, put it to me straight. Slow down. Woo, just a little bit. Baby, kiss my lips. And I'm about to throw some guys back with you. Put it in your shade, baby, up and down. Baby, round and round. Wiggle those hips, baby, side to side. Woo, and it's a crazy ride. Back to shade, baby, one more time. And I'm just about to lose my mind. Feel so good, baby, just can't wait. Come on, baby, put it to me straight.
Sorry, my mic is not broken. Not that anybody noticed, because no one's here. I was out of the room. I was out of the room very briefly, and that's when my song turned off. That's okay. That was Reverend Horton Heat. They're wonderful. They're a rockin' good band. I don't even know where did I get their fucking CD? It's their debut, Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em, which of course Guitar Hero fans will know for Psychobilly Freakout. Where did I get that CD? Was it a library sale? This year was crazy for library sales. I can even pull it up. I'm not going to show you guys, obviously, because I just don't have my stream set up for that. Hello, Tris. Hello, Savannah. But if I go to the music tab. Yes, library sale. All right. So I posted this on my journal. Yes. Yes. Okay. So this was at the library sale. So library music, you'd expect it to be like fucking boring, right? No. This year I had picked up John Frusciante's Neandra Ladies and Usually Just a T-Shirt. So his debut. He was the guitarist for the Red Hot Chili Peppers and now is again. Doors, LA Woman. That's a little bit more like I'd expect. Wallflowers, Bringing Down the Horse. Obviously that's, I think, Fifth Avenue Heartbreak. Is that what that song is called? Something like that. I don't remember. But obviously One Headlight also. Verve, Urban Hymns, Bittersweet Symphony. So those are the ones that I would expect. But then we got Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em, Flood by They Might Be Giants, Return of the Rentals, Is It Man or Astro Man, and the Juliana Hatfield 3. I was like, this is not library music. This is not music that should be showing up in my library for sale. But it was. And very, very pleased about that. Also, Throwing Muses their first album, quote unquote. It was like they released a bunch of, because there's a bunch of American indie rock bands that were like popular in the UK first, or Europe in general. And then, so for the late 80s, early 90s, there was a strategy for especially bands on 4AD, I noticed. Because, the Pixies were on 4AD. But that's a British label, and they're an American band. And Throwing Muses was also, Boston indie rock. So 4AD's strategy was like, well, let's just release this stuff for the UK market, because we know what the UK market wants. And weirdly enough, the Pixies took off in the UK before they took off in the US. Relatively speaking, we're not talking about like chart toppers, but we're talking about in the indie scene, they were better known over in Europe than they were here. Anyway, so they had some EPs over there, and then they got compiled for the US market, and again, showed up in my library. It was bizarre, very strange. Sorry, I should give you something to look at. So here's something to look at. Can I say, by the way, fuck daylight savings time. I hate daylight savings time, because I just realized, right, because I was sitting here, and I noticed that the time on my PS2 was an hour back. It's not just that changing the clocks is annoying, but also that if you, like, for example, if you go into the PS2 settings here, there's a specific setting for daylight savings time. There's the time setting, which was on on this page. But then you also get another one, which sets if it's summertime or winter time. Now, here's the thing that confuses me. We put the clocks forward a bit in winter, right? Something like that. And that's why it gets darker earlier. But the hour forward is set as summertime in the PS2 BIOS. I don't know how that works. I don't know why that works. Either way. So my stupid ass sets the time, thinking just set the time. No, you also have to set this separate setting instead. I suppose you could just set the time. Clocks go on back, don't they? Exactly. Nobody fucking knows. Nobody pays attention. They're just like, I don't know, the clocks change. I don't know. Spring forward, fall back. Thank you, Dogecode. Dogecode is the one person with an IQ in this chat. Yeah, exactly. Computer clocks are automatically accounting for daylight savings, and instead, PS2 is out here like, hey, you gotta set the time. You gotta set it yourself, because we're collecting Philistine foreskins for the king in 3AD. Anyway, I suppose we should get started on Neopets, but I'm hesitant to get started on Neopets because no one's fucking here. DCB popped in briefly. I don't know where Cabby is. Maybe Pig O'Cage, I'm not sure. Wolfie's not here. Wolfie abandoned us. So, I don't know. I suppose we'll just get started. We'll just get started, and what happens, happens. People pop in when they pop in. For those of you who have shown up, hello. Kebby is busy with uni work. She might pop in late. Noted, I suppose. By the way, there's all sorts of funky stuff with OpenPS2 Loader. Like you get like backgrounds and screenshots and stuff if you press the square button, and it'll tell you a bunch of information that for whatever reason OPL Manager doesn't actually fill in. Daylight savings time is bullshit outside of wartime. Thank you, Moon. You've got it. You've indeed got it. You're correct. You're very true. I should be doing uni work as well, but pirate whimsy is too fun. Listen, life is too short to be whimsical. Fuck school. Fuck school. School never did anything for me. Life is too short to not have some whimsy. So I guess we're gonna go play as Wolp. And again, when people show up, they'll show up. Okay. So I got that loading. Get it pulled up on my phone. Get the speakers on. Alright. Alrighty. And I hear that
there are legends that dwell within the hidden places of Neopia. Some are
okay,
mine,
perfect.
but others.
Turn that down. Anyone have a good source of PS2 disk drive stuff? I want to finally fix mine up. Well, it depends on what the issue is. Kebby's has a broken motor, but usually it's the laser assembly that goes out. So it really depends on what your issue is. I don't, by the way, I have a working disk drive, but I'm using MX4 SIO even on a fat PS2. So I would recommend that. Just invest. Just invest. You know? PS2 games are getting way too fucking expensive for this shit. Alright, Western Brightvale. There's something like that, right? We were fixing up a bridge. Make sure that I still have mic. Yes, I do. Okay, excellent, excellent. Oh my god! What happened? It froze! The game's frozen. It's not even reading from the memory card. Alright, well, we're immediately going to reboot. It might actually be because I had a disc in there, to be perfectly honest. It might be trying to, I don't know. OPL uses some weird magic to try to get things working properly. And it's not perfect. In fact, games that use a lot of the PS1 side of the PS2 hardware actually don't work on OPL properly. Maybe I'll fix one and mod the other. My FAT doesn't even have a disk drive anymore, so it'd be a good one for that. I mean, to be perfectly honest, modding is not... It's not like a... hello, KV Explorer. It's not the kind of thing where you mod a console. You just plug in a memory card, frankly. That's the thing. I have a free McBoot one in the one slot and then an MX4 card in the other slot. That's all it is. And if you take them both out, they become it's an unmodded PS2. So it's not like you even have to choose. You can have disk drive stuff. And that's what I do. And I actually, because there's no soft mod solution for PS1 games that works very well on PS2s, I will still use burned discs with Tony Hacks for this PS2. That's if I'm in the mood to not use an emulator. But sometimes I do just use an emulator. Okay, let's see if this fucks up again. I would prefer it to not fuck up again because I would like to play Neopets. Let me crack open my my cider. I have a cider chap. It's from Beacon Skiff. It's 1911 Honeycrisp cider. Beacon Skiff 1911. They make good stuff. If you're over the age of 21, imbibe. It is good. Come on, baby. Put it to me straight. Yay! It worked. Yay! It worked. Look, I'm a wolf. Yay! Okay. Now we're actually in on that shit. Whoa! If you press R2, you do this crazy, like... Oh, R2 is just another attack button. Based Ontario, we drink at 19. Yeah, no. I don't know why it's 21. I don't give a fuck. It should not be 21. Apparently, it doesn't have to be 21, but if you lower the drinking age, they'll take away your federal highway funding. I love it. It's great. It's so cool. Thanks, federal government. Here in Wales, it's not uncommon to start drinking at like 14. Europe is crazy. Europe is like, yeah, we're gonna just start drinking at the ripe old age of 7. It's good. Get them into it early. Anyway, here's the beach. You might remember this if you were here for the last stream. There's the beach. I suppose I should figure out how to fix that bridge. That would be the first step, right? Because we were making such good progress last time, and my stupid ass is going to fuck it up again. And I'm going to run in circles for 20 minutes. Well, when did you start drinking? Hello, first off. Welcome to the chat. Secondly, I didn't drink until I was like 6 months into selling alcohol at a store. And I was like, I should probably know what this shit tastes like if I'm going to be selling it. Because people would go up to me like, well, do you recommend this wine? I'm like, I don't know, I don't drink. And then I drank, and it was good. That's the true and honest story. I think I was like really scared of falling into the water here. I was like, make sure you get into the rock. But no, you can just wait around just fine. It's all good. Alright, yeah, so we had a bridge. We had a bridge to repair, right? I had a bridge to sell all you. I have 5 acres of swampland in Florida. Boring. Boring. Just gonna ignore him. I think this is the way to Brightvale. Right? Something like that. Fuck off! I don't feel like fighting you. I don't feel like fighting any of you. Fact is, you smell bad. It really is crazy that this is kind of the only game of its kind in the Neopets universe, given that Neopets is like this gigantic lore and like all these worlds. And this is the only game of its kind to exist. Like there were a couple for like DS that were mostly like puzzle games, and PSP had like an RPG kind of thing. But like this is it, which is crazy to me because can you think of you could have made so many games. You could have made games based off of like Virtua Pets and that fucking Moon Base. You could have made more games based off Meridell and Brightvale, which this one is. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy that they just like squandered the IP. And of course, you would never get a game like this now, even though Neopets is kind of experiencing its sort of revival. Apparently, Neopets is way more active than it was when I first got into it in like 2020. Yeah, there's Brightvale. Okay. Sorry, I had to get my bearings again. So, actually what I want to do is Neopets RTX. There's apparently people who are trying to make a Darkest Faerie remake in the Unreal Engine because, of course, video game developers these days only know 2 engines. Oh my god, big stretch. Did you see that? Will you ever try making one? I have no interest in making video games. The best I do is mods. I'll make levels for Quake. Levels for Quake, more Merito levels for Quake next year. Just saying. And that's going to be hot as fuck. Hello, DCB. Welcome, 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 welcome. DCB, much like the dashing knight that you see on screen, is a cool wolf. Do I talk to this guy? I've had enough of this. Who do I have to hurt to get some relief? Yes, I did talk to him last stream. Okay. I was supposed to go find some shit, right? Cat climbed on my lap, so I couldn't type on account of being busy holding him. Cats come before all. The serpent's curse, I tell you. My pap used to talk all about it. And yes, it's true. DCB has found a job. He will be working in the produce department at the Target next to you. Listen, man, is money. Money is real shit. When you cracked your cider, you started watching the stream. What's this book say? Masters of muck for sludgies. Sludgies are found in the wettest and muddiest swamps, usually docile from afar, that can be very dangerous when disturbed. All sludgies seem to love bagus fruit. As the old saying goes, where you find sludgies, you find bagus. That's not a very catchy saying. When a bagus plant pops, revealing its pungent fruit, that's the wrong its. Sludgies have been known to be driven into a frenzy to reach their beloved food. There you go. There's your Neopets lore for the day, chat. Here we are. This is the apothecary, right? More sick people. No, I'm not sick. At least physically. I love Tor. Tor is very good. Tor is a good boy. Bogberries. White, red, and black. I think I have one. Oh, fuck. I have one, right? This game is so whimsical. We are in a whimsy art chat. I do want to do more with Neopets, I do. I had ideas for like OCs and stuff, and then I I got self-conscious about it, I guess. Anyway. Let's see. Where is... White bogberries. So I need the black and the whatever the fuck the other ones were. I applied to Target once, but they wouldn't hire me. That was what I got from Best Buy. I applied to Best Buy once, and they had me do a video interview, and then they wouldn't hire me. And then like a year and a half later, they emailed me to go, hey, by the way, there's some new positions. It's like, unless you're offering me a job, go fuck yourself. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in advertising for the application of a position. I want the position. So unless you're offering me the position, pound sand, Best Buy. And unless that position is fixing computers, go fuck yourself. I can sell your computers. I can make a basket out of anything. I could get people buying a printer to buy a fucking ham. But that doesn't mean I want to. That doesn't mean I enjoy that. I still don't know, by the way, why there's the rolling line. I wish I could figure it out. It's probably something to do with my OPL settings. We'll just have to deal with it. The job market fucking sucks. Yes, now we're getting the real truths in the chat. Job market fucking sucks. Listen. Wagey, getting cagey, okay? I gotta be careful with these, because you fall through them real easy. I'm just gonna assume, by the way, the bogberries are somewhere around here. They're probably not. Oh, there's Bagos. Delicious. Oh no, I'm poisoned. I guess I just need to eat that Bagos. Oh, there's the Bagos. There we go. Problem solved. I do love that the plants will give you Neopoints. Neopoints are an official currency in this world, and that's awesome. There's so much whimsy. Regardless of the merits of the game, I give this a 10 out of 10 on whimsy. Whimsy alone. Anyway, while I fuck around, how's the last week of your life been, chat? Give it to me straight, just like the song said. Can I walk through there? Seems like the answer is yes. There's nothing but a moat, but I can. Stressful. That's the vibe that I get from everybody. It's stressful at the moment. Everybody is stressed. And it's only going to get worse with the holidays. That's why you should be tuning into my channel every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Because I am the reprieve from the misery that is the rest of eternity. I had a physical copy of Oblivion. That's pretty hot. I have a physical copy of Oblivion too. I think I have it with the DVD also. The famous chess team DVD. Where you get to see Todd Howard playing chess for the chess team. It's pretty great. Maybe I'm supposed to beat these guys up. I should probably heal. This week is good. I had the day off. That's pretty great. That's pretty sweet. Let's see. Oh, that's not bad at all. Just eat the striped egg. Oh, God. Oh, no. Not the return of the fucking getting stuck. No. Alright, it's all good. I'm actually not going to fight those guys. I don't care. I'm not getting soft locked again. Man. Everybody's just trying to keep a wolf down. I don't like it. It's racism. Or maybe it's discrimination because I'm a knight. I don't know. Wait, why am I stuck? What the fuck? Well, we just found a cutscene, chat. I didn't even intend to find a cutscene. I think I found that before, but I didn't see where Nessie was. All right, well, don't jump in the water. Noted, noted. Oh, bad. Alright, I'm going to consult a guide in a moment. Because we're already a half hour in. Alright, part 15, a cure for the swamp. Give it to me straight. Alright, so, yep, there's that. What did he buy? The Tome of Warding. This is a spell book. It contains protections against harmful magics. And you can buy that in the apothecary. Noted, noted. I might have to buy that. So there's the Brendel. He's the bridge builder, and he's sick. Okay, so you go out that way. Moat. There's another moat. I know this is not the most enthralling, but just give me a moment. Believe me, I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you minutes of your life that you'll never get back. There's a rock moat. Nice. Saves. Goes back to the village. Goes out that way. Still just collecting moats. This is not the most helpful walkthrough. Actually, you know what? While we wait, I will say, shout out, what's this app called? Neopets. Yeah, Neopets on Android. If you have Android and you don't have Neopets, what the fuck are you doing? Go get it. It's awesome. It means YouTube with no ads. You can lock your phone and listen to stuff even without YouTube Premium. It's great. Go get it. It's great. It's pretty rock solid in my experience too. It also lets you use your subscriptions and stuff. Okay, so what's in that chest? That's a starberry, right? Or the star moat? We got that last stream. Supernova moat. Okay, that's a different supernova moat. Got it, got it. Oh! No, wait. Sorry, I thought he was going to walk towards the spot we found Nessie in. Not true. Not quite. Where are you going? Alright, over the lily pads. Okay. I gotta watch this at like 2x speed or else we're gonna be here all fucking night. Alright, yes, I got the moat in that chest. Find a 4-leaf clover in that patch. Noted, noted. So there's the white bogberries. We got that. Alright, what do you do with this Nessie thing? They just got the cutscene as well. What do you do with that? Backtrack. Bridge. Go back. This way. What? There's a different cutscene. So, okay. So why didn't the assassin show up at my other time? Okay. Yeah, new pipe is really good. Alright, let me show you what happened, right? So where am I right now? Sorry, hold on. Live. There we go. Okay. So I go back over here, where you have the pagoda, whatever the fuck that is. If you attack here, you should get like a clover, right? There's the clover. Yay! Doggy is so happy. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck causes it, but walking this way should make the assassin spawn. But then the assassin doesn't spawn. I don't know what causes the assassin to spawn. Clover. Oh, believe me, you're gonna know all about Clover fucking in January. Ugh. Do I need to fight the assassin? No, he just makes a bunch of the sludgies spawn. Okay. Ignore the sludgies. Get the Neopoints. Yeah, you don't need to fight them at all. But it does cause something to show up in your items. Or your tasks. Okay. By the way, I do have to watch this, because there's no way in hell I would know what the fuck to do here. I'm sorry, where the fuck are we? I guess you just keep going. Okay, just keep going. Noted, noted. I see there's some bubbling shit right there. I don't know if that's relevant. No, this is a dead end. Okay. Where are we? Alright. Got it. Where are we going? We go backwards. Over the bridge again. Okay. I see. Alright. I mean, I can't believe this has already gone on 7 parts. But that's largely because I used to... I literally said in one of those old Neopets streams, I refuse to use guides because I'm not a pussy. I'm an idiot instead. Now I just use guides. Yes, here we are. It's this bit. Yes. I swear I've probably been over here, but it looks new to me right now. So, yes, I have been over here. Okay. What are we doing here? Help me out. Go over here. Go over here. Okay. So you just follow the path. Okay, noted, noted. This part I have not been to, because every single bit of swamp looks the same regardless of if it's dangerous or not. I think I see something coming up. Yes, red bogberries. All right. Oh, there's Nessie again. And Nessie just farted. All right, see you later. I'm guessing that'll be a boss battle in a moment. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I see my stream is paused. I want to name my Kitsune Foxclover. DCB has been in his... Oh, okay, sorry, my stream was looking kind of funny. Okay, yeah, sorry. Testing again. When there's so few people who have shown up that I kind of have to monitor myself in case the... Do I see it over there? Hold on. Can I hop over here? Fuck! I cannot. Whatever, fuck you. Kitsune Fox is redundant. Actually... Okay. Now for the guide. No, not Vivaldi, the guide. What, do we turn around? No, sorry. I didn't get the berries yet. Okay. And that's where Farting Nessie shows up. Awesome. I think we turn around here. Oh, this is a different pagoda. Interesting, interesting. Where there's a jumping bit. Okay. I want to name my Clover, Clover, Clover. I'm going to name my fox the N-word. Kebby! Hello, 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 hello. Triss was like, she's doing schoolwork. She's being studious. And I was like, God damn. That's a harsh realm right there. Where am I going? Where am I going? Why am I stupid? Over here. That's right. I have so much shit to do at the moment. Life is pain. It's alright, man. I believe in you. But listen, I'm here so you can decompress a little bit and we can just watch some Neopets. You can enjoy the wonderful Dougie on screen. He's so angry. He's so fearsome. Like Pico. Hugs in chat, hugs in chat. Can you believe what that goofy piece of shit was doing earlier, by the way? He was streaming some fucking video game for Veterans Day. But what was more interesting, it was something totally inappropriate. Oh, he's such a vicious beastie. You could tell by his eyes. But what was funnier was that he was apparently spurging on stream about Thanksgiving and how he couldn't believe that people didn't celebrate it. And there were both people in the U.S. and people not in the U.S. going, yeah, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. And his brain was broken. His brain was utterly fucking broken. And it's like, it is really funny whenever that facade of him being the nicest man in the fandom I'm gonna stream Five Nights at Freddy's for you. It wasn't Five Nights at Freddy's. It was like this. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm back. I had to take out the trash. You're in luck. We're talking shit about him. Our favorite streamer. Other than me, of course. That was it. A run and gun pixel shooter where you play as motley crew of military boys taking down evil. Never played this before, but it was highly rated, so I'm going to give it a shot. Come join us for some American military madness. That is the most respectful depiction of the American military I have ever seen. What game is this? It's, what's it called? Broforce. This is what he decided to stream for fucking Veterans Day. Broforce. Also, yes, it was snowing here earlier. It was a nice flurry. Nothing stuck, but nevertheless. Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. But again, the funnier bit wasn't the game that he was streaming. It was that he kept spurging the fuck out about people not streaming Thanksgiving in his chat, and his chat had to give it back to him. Like, you're stupid. You have holes in your brain, dude. Oh yeah, no, the early CODs. I have to get back to playing Call of Duty. You're right. That would be fun for Veterans Day. Maybe I'll play a little bit of that tonight, given that I spent a decent chunk of today drawing. Actually, entirely today drawing. I'm sorry, I've now gotten completely lost. I don't think there's any FPS games that star Canadians. That is unfortunate, especially given that there are some important battles in North America where the Canadians were involved. Play the PS2 CODs. I don't like playing FPS games with a controller. I want to play with a keyboard and mouse. Yeah, Canada was hugely important. Exactly. Yeah. And yet you see Americans. You see, I think the original Call of Duty had the British. But yeah, you never see Canadians. Also, we won the War of 1812. Humble brag. Hashtag humble brag. Am I stupid? Play Medal of Honor. I know that the early CODs were made by some Medal of Honor people. I will. I'm not like a huge military shooter spurg, but I do like a good old school FPS game. I feel like I've been this way. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I can't tell the difference. I can't tell the difference between a place I can step and a place I can't. I'm assuming if you just stay close to the land masses that are above the water, you're fine. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm back to somewhere I recognize. It was down this way. And then there was a second area. Yeah, this is why I always get confused. Because you're supposed to go around here. I gotta ask if it's quiet. There's no background music, no. I don't know why there's no background music. I actually can't tell you what this game sounds like. This game sounds like, yeah. That's what that game sounds like. They're like, there ain't no music in swamps, boy. Alright, that's where I got the berries. The war is seldom remembered in the United Kingdom. That's why she couldn't remember it, because indeed it is seldom remembered. Can I go this way? No, I cannot. And it's going to teleport me all the way back here. Awesome. Cool. I'm going to say navigating the swamp is probably one of my least favorite parts of this game. My advice for the next build of this game, because there's going to be one coming out, just drain the swamp. Just drain the swamp. Favorite part of the game so far. You're correct. There's plenty of time left. Where the fuck are we going? Let me check the guide again. It all looks identical. I'm so glad I'm not the only one who thinks this. I'm like, I'm not that stupid. I'm stupid, but not that stupid. Okay. Get the bogberries. Go back over the bridge. And then you just say, fuck the bridges. Okay. Noted, noted. So she starts there. This way. And then you just say, bridges, fuck them. I like getting my feet wet. And then you just walk this way instead. Okay. Alright. Okay. And then there's a save point. Here we are. And then you gotta do some platforming. Cutscene time. Yep, there's Nessie. Releasing clouds of farts. Yay. There's no health bar, so I'm assuming I just avoid it. Farting. Exploding giant green farts in my face. Yay! I'm not into that shit, babe. Sorry. I think you need to fight it. How's that going? Well, not like that. It's by Rover, chap. Oh! Yeah, no, there's weirdly no music. Wait. I forgot. I happen to have another person I can play as. Yay. So here's Roberta. And I'm assuming what I'm supposed to do is fight it from a distance? I've got to get higher and block its attacks. Why can't I just play the entire game as Tor? I want to play as Tor. I don't want to play as Roberta. I want to play as Tor. Oh, fuck. It really is annoying how it has that mixture of actual, like, platform jumping and Ocarina of Time jumping. It's not great. Seriously, how do you want me to block its attacks? I don't have a shield. Where the fuck is it now? Oh, there it is. Girl, stop jumping forwards. I'm not leaving the I'm not moving at all, but she keeps leaving the platform. I'm still not sure what she meant by dodge its attack or block its attacks. I can't block as Roberta. I can block as Tor. Every copy is personalized. Yeah, because there's shit tons of weird bugs. And it's behind me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here exactly other than continue to fire directly into its mouth. It's right behind me, isn't it? Girl! On the platform! What the fuck? There's like no rhyme or reason where it shows up. Isn't there a... Can I strafe as Roberta? Something like that, right? I don't like playing as Roberta at all. She's the only one with a ranged attack, but the ranged attack doesn't feel like it does anything. She's just throwing rocks. Tom Sawyer for the NES had an attack exactly like this. And he was a farm boy. You're a magician. What's wrong with you? Am I doing anything to it? I don't think I am. Guide. No, he fights it as fucking Tor. I don't need to use Roberta. You just equip... Okay. What are we doing? No way! I haven't been doing any damage to it at all. Alright, show me the way. Block? Oh! That's fucking bullshit. So what you're supposed to do... Fuck Roberta. Despite the fact that you think you can't fight it directly. You're supposed to be Tor. Pull up your shield. Wait for it to fucking attack at you. And then that knocks it out. And then you walk up to it and kick it in the shins. Bullshit. And sometimes it just has halitosis. So you just kind of have to, like, wait for it to attack you. Come on. No, stop showering me with your fart breath. Fuck you. Okay, I guess if you have your shield up, it knows better. So you have to wait a moment. Yes, okay. Wait a moment. Kick it in the shins. Repeat the process. Noted. Guys, we're learning so much. Like, I guess in fairness to the game, it does say you have to get to higher ground and block its attack. It does tell you how to fight it, but like... Come the actual fuck on. Seriously? Roberta's hint was stupid. The thing is that in the video, Tor says it. Because it just depends on who you have the fucking... I have no fucking clue how to do it. Right. It should have had. You should have had. If you were supposed to fight it as Tor, to fight it as Tor, and then Roberta goes, well, I'm gonna stay out of this because you can't fight it as Roberta because Roberta's fucking pea shooter magic attacks don't do shit. Okay, I guess it's just breaking the platforms now. That's it. You literally just wait for it to screech and then you run up and kick it. That's it. That's all you gotta do. At least for this phase of the boss fight. This is more stressful than uni work. Kevin's like, fuck it, I'm going back to uni work. Oh, okay, I'm frozen now. I'm drawing flowers and bunnies. Savannah's like, I'm in my peaceful arc, okay? I'm running out of my fucking health items. Get fucked, idiot. Do I have something on my sword? I don't have any motes on my anything. Okay. Let's be smart about this. What mote should I put on this? I think... Oh, there is a mote. I have a fire mote on it. Well, let's just stick to the fire mote, I guess. No! No fart breath. Fuck you. It's behind me, isn't it? I can't do anything when it just farts out of its mouth. Fuck you. There we go. I wasn't timing it correctly. Honestly, with this game, what I've noticed is that the timing of the shield matters way more than the timing of your sword. The sword is whatever, but the timing of your shield directly impacts how you can attack certain enemies. Whatever. Thank you. We're getting there, chat. We're getting there. This feels like a Pac-Man world boss. I don't really know what the benefit of destroying the platforms is. It's not like it makes it harder. It just means you have fewer spots to attack from. I guess because you can't dodge the fart breath? I don't know. There we go. Dead. First try. It's not crazy of me to assume, by the way, that you would be able to attack that fucking thing as Roberta, right?
It's cleared up. It's like the clouds were
Tied to that
Why is the cinematic shittier than the
other
in-game?
monsters keep the clouds in place.
That's the wonders of MPEG 2, my friends.
Monsters.
We can free the land.
Man. Yay, the black bogberries. Wherever it is. Oh, dude. There's gonna be a gigantic fucking, like, black hole of technology where, Bitch. Stop teleporting me away! Why did they make the center of the arena impossible to walk around? If they want you to... Because he rolls! He rolls! But yeah, no, seriously, there's going to be a gigantic, like, just dark age of technology where, oh yeah, this is the part where we were trying to push a gigantic text predictor on everybody as the fucking future to make, you know, stock prices go up. It sucked. It absolutely sucked. And it sucked at everything. It sucked at fucking coding, too. If you're one of those kinds of people that's like, oh, you know, it's actually pretty good at coding. No, you suck. You suck, and you can't write code, and your mom dropped you on your head as a child. Fuck you. AI is good for one thing and one thing only, and that's shitposting. That's it. That's the only thing it's good for. And it is very, very good at that. But that doesn't mean I want 30 billion every single quarter spent on it. Especially when it only makes like 110 million. Dude, the combined amount of money that AI makes is like 100 million. From all companies in the sector. It's bonkers. It's a bubble, and it's going to explode real fucking soon, and it's going to be really, really funny. It's going to be really, really funny when you have a gigantic recession because a bunch of companies decide to get it twisted. You will win. I spent like 4 mil to get back 7 mil. It's a way to make money, you stupid motherfuckers. Seriously, how do I get out of here? My ass is to put the Windows computer in developer mode. I love that. That's great. Isn't that great, chat? If you know what you're doing, you have to put it in developer mode. It's like the way that when Kebby goes to uni, all the people around her are like, "Oh, you're such a tech wizard." She's like, "No, I just vaguely know what the fuck to do. I vaguely know how to get to things sometimes." This ecosystem is a shit post. It's real. That's true. That's real shit. All right. So we have the bogberries, chat, and you know what that means. It's time to get the fuck out of the swamp. How you do that, I don't know. Because everything looks the same. I don't know. I'll figure it out. There we go. I think it's here. I think it's this way. Seriously, you ever just watch, like, politicians, you watch tech, anything, and you go, you guys are just shitposting in real life? Like, this is what this is. This is like, it's a 4chan general, but you're with your real face and name on it, and also tens of millions of dollars behind it. That's the vibe I get. That's the impression I get. Fuck you. Whatever. Fuck you. Oh, come on. Am I going... I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I don't think I'm going the right way. I do see that I'm smoking, which probably means I'm under some, like, dark magic or something, right? It doesn't say I am. I don't know. I prefer to think about the nice things in life, which is, like, I am a whelp who is sad. I think that's what the dark cloud means. And it sure doesn't look healthy. It's true. If you look like this, chat, by the way, consult your doctor immediately. DCB, you're such a cool wolf. DCB's gonna become one of the Knights of Meridell one day. Started streaming 67 minutes ago. Yeah. Where were you, 3S2D? Where were you? You weren't watching my stream, I know that. There we are. Here's about to carry. I have your berries. I want to be a Knight of Meridell. You'd be such a good Knight of Meridell. You're so brave. With this, I can brew what I need to help us all. I think it's a 67 joke. Oh, I don't pay attention to any of that. Alright, I'm too old. I'm too old. I don't give a shit about what fucking Gen Alpha thinks. Alright? Maybe when you guys can write a paragraph, then I'll pay attention. Yay, everybody's... Wait, hold on. He's still sick. He's still sick. He'll be okay at some point. Spider Juice Elixir... Potion of Revival. 67 is my favorite encoding format. For me, it's run length encoding. Ooh, things are looking... I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination, but things are looking a little brighter out here, I think. Alright. This is the... yeah, Brendel and Sons Bridge Builder Services. Can you rebuild the bridge now? I feel so much better. Yay! Yes. He's going to go fix the bridge. We did it, chat. We did it. I mean, I did it. And when I say I did it, I mean the person I watched the walkthrough did it. And then I just copied what I saw because the swamp is horribly laid out. No, I don't have time to go find your pet. Fuck off. With all due respect, small child, fuck off. We did it together. It was a team effort. Yeah, this is the right way. I don't know why I thought this wasn't the right way. Oh, except for the fact that everything in the swamp looks the same. You know, I'm pretty pleasantly surprised, and I'm pleased that, like, despite the fact that I'm back to, like, playing video games and drawing a lot and Guitar Hero and all that, that my thumb is like, holding out okay. I'm really scared for the day where I'm going to have to take another 2 weeks off of living life because my fucking thumb aches at all hours of the day. I really hope that doesn't happen anytime soon. I'm keeping an eye on it. It really does seem to be Guitar Hero that causes it. Everything else, I could even draw for like 5 hours straight. That's fine. I don't know. I don't know. What's this way? Let's explore. Let's explore. This stream is becoming a record of Marf's slow descent into insanity. No, that was the old Neopets streams. Well, except for the fact that it sent me right back over here. Yeah, that was the old Neopets streams. The new Neopets streams are a record of me being dangerously hinged. Did you see that? I fucking fell right through the center of it. That's raunchy. That's not okay. You suck. Happy birthday, One Piece. I mostly know that because Kevy draws the gays. She draws them very, very cute. Yes, 11/11/11. Do you guys remember? Happy fucking 14 years old Skyrim? That was right. Or was that? Yeah, that was 11/11/11, right? Was Skyrim? That was good times. I should play Skyrim. Skyrim is fun. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah, 12/12/12 was good too. There are still neat dates, but that was the last time that you will ever see a truly, truly neat date like that. Shout out to anyone who remembers CP Skyrim. I remember playing on a Minecraft, like a alpha Minecraft, we're talking, like Gary's mod map or something like that. That was pretty cool. I should save. Let me save so I don't get teleported over there again. 10/10/10 was my Roblox account date of creation. You couldn't have timed that any better. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty sweet. And the great thing about repeating dates is it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. It doesn't matter if you think the first day is the first number is the year. It doesn't matter if you think the first number is the month. The first number is the day. It's all the same. It all means 10/10/10. It was a TF2 Skyrim video. Ah. It was a video. I didn't notice. I definitely played a TF2 map that was Alpha Minecraft, which was pretty sweet. Ah, good times. Good times before the world fell from grace. Anyway, here's an idyllic scene in the countryside. I just saved, but I'm going to save again. Most of them trade maps. That might have been what I played on. Oh, sorry, not trade maps. I played on idle servers a whole lot, I remember. The golden age of idling. And fuck Bogberries. This is becoming the Member Berries stream. I love being in my mid-20s and going like, why was everything better in 2012? The answer is I was 12. If I was 25, I would have had complaints. I would have been like, why was everything better in 2001? Trade and idle maps blurred together. They were basically the same thing. Mostly, I remember them being like, basically just deathmatch maps. Deathmatch with team deathmatch. 2001 was a good-ass year, chat. Cracks open white monster I don't have. This is the way to Brightvale, right? We need the way back to Meridell. Market Town, that's not quiet. Everything was better in 2001. Well, maybe not the Twin Towers. The Twin Towers might not have been better in 2001. Listen. That was because they hadn't fallen yet. I asked September how fucking they hadn't fallen yet. The Twin Towers are very ugly buildings. Hot damn. Shots fired. Listen, are there attractive skyscrapers? Are there really attractive tall buildings in any part of the world ever? They were beautiful. Fuck you. Held for review. Awesome. I love YouTube. I love YouTube thinking I'm a small child and can't handle somebody saying fuck you. Jokingly. Ooh, I hear triumphant music, chat. What's the triumphant music mean? I don't know. We'll find out. They were iconic. I get it. The bridge! The bridge is back! Yay! Oh, that's really good. Look, bridge, chat. It exists. It's a bridge again. We will rebuild like we rebuilt the Twin Towers after Saudi Arabia ran into them. Don't talk about that part. Subbar design. All buildings should max be like 4 levels. Spoken like somebody who can't handle heights. Brightvale. Okay, alright, I know where we are. I remember because I just edited together that video like last week. We are on our way to Meridell. They were actually demolished because the people who built it were so embarrassed they just forgot to warn everyone. Are you perhaps suggesting that 9/11 was in fact a controlled demolition? My girl really out here saying jet fuel can't melt steel beams? Bush hid the facts. That's real shit. You're right. They were planning to destroy it on 9/11, but then it just happened that Saudi Arabia hijacked 2 planes and ran them into the buildings at the same day. Just coincidence. It's like the 2 Dennis the Menaces. Total coincidences.
How do we get past this?
You don't.
You don't.
Can't get through. Dark
You die.
Magic this powerful. You're feisty. I like that in a target. With
He's a
this
small
much
child.
room to
Stop
set
that.
up now. I tell you what. I'll wait on the other side of this wall and watch your kingdom be destroyed bit by bit. Once it's done, I'll come out and kill you. What do you think?
I really hate him. But how do we get through this thing?
You need to counteract really dark magic with something light.
We need light magic, chat.
Illison! Illison, the Earth Fairy is here! Could we use her magic?
Of course! That's even better!
I don't like her
Illison is tied
face.
to the land.
I'm gonna be
Where
honest.
did it go?
That way. But when I last saw her, she wasn't doing too well. She may be under that evil fairy's control.
Well, then we'll have to save her, won't we?
The Saudis just rub it in our face, making an EA game about 9/11. I hate her lips. Right, she just like perfect blowjob lips. She's supposed to be a small child. I don't like it. Akaris don't look like that. Fuck you. Meanwhile, Tor just looks like a doggy. I don't like it. Okay, if the way through Meridell is blocked by this magical wall, we need to go through Draken Ridge to get back to my farm. The way to Illison's is back near the Brightvale Bridge we crossed to get here. Let girl animals look like animals. It's weird. It's fucked up. 2000s. What were you on? Like I can't help it, right? Because like Tor, he looked doggy. He like got a little bit of a mustache going on. You know, he looked normal. Then you got Roberta. Fucked up in the crib. I don't like it. I don't know. I can't help it. It's not like Neopets existed before this game or anything. It's not like Akara has existed before this game or anything. You know, you're right. Dude, that's the crazy part. Look at her. Hold on. Swap back to her. She's put fucking like mascara on and shit. It's crazy. It's like, girl, you're supposed to be an assassin, or you know, you attack. You're supposed to protect things, you know, which means you kill. Why are you wearing makeup? That's wrong. Doesn't Tor's family look like animals? No, they look like doggies. They look like doggies. They're just wearing potato sacks. I don't know. It's weird. It is very strange. They designed dudes and chicks back then very differently, and I don't like it. Like, I don't know. I can't help it. It's not like I want to say, like, oh, I don't want to play Roberta. She's really not that fun to play as. Did you see how her fucking wand didn't do dick when I was playing as her? I don't know. Just bad. Just unfortunate. Absolutely unfortunate. They should have made her like a big butch girl, to be honest, with a sword. That would have been pretty sweet. And they would have been like, well, why do you need Tor? My chat fucking froze. Or rather, it's not that my chat froze, it's that Cabby's message showed up on live chat, but it didn't show up on my chat. Well, on the stream chat, but it didn't show up on... here we are. Boys prefer cooler looking characters and monsters, while girls prefer more human looking ones. Merge Tor and Knight Roberta. You're right. There we go. Let's not have the two characters, because the two characters is like a gimmick anyway. Let's just have the one. And is a cool magic wielding character, and we'll make them. We'll make them. What Neopet would we make the merged Tor and Roberta, chat? You're right. No, seriously, girls are into way more fucked up stuff than dudes. Dudes are like, you know, dudes are whatever, but girls are like, yeah, I'll happily like watch stories of people in burning buildings before I go to bed. Like, girls are fucked up in the crib, to be perfectly honest. So, like, no, let girls have the crazy fucked up stuff. It's alright, it's fine. Let them have the wolves, let them have the dragons. They don't need this. They don't need this slander. No, it is crazy, because Amaterasu is like the one female protect, and to the point where I've seen most people refer to Amaterasu as a male. You know, because it's just the default. It's dogs are male. It's Lassie. Timmy fell in a well. What can I say? Yes, I am gonna see how far I can get without fighting any of these fucking guys. Dogs are boys, cats are girls. This makes sense somehow, even though I should be drowning right now. That reminds me of that episode of Red Dwarf where instead of giving Cat a female cat because they would have just wanted to fuck each other, they instead gave Cat as a male dog, and the dog is like a frat boy. That was his double, as opposed to a gender swap version. I thought that was pretty great. And Fent is for everyone. Don't do Fent, kids. Don't do fentanyl. Alright? Listen to the billboards. The billboards are real. Don't do Fent. What moat do you want me to put onto it? There we go. Ah! A silver neg! The rarest of negs. I don't know what it does. What does it do? What does it do? All lost health and magic. Well, I'll save that for a rainy day. Alright, hold on. So I was supposed to go back to Illison's Glade, right? Let's actually pay attention to what's going on screen. I was supposed to go back to Illison's Glade. That was what I was supposed to do. And she said it was right by the bridge. Imagine if video games gave you free math. Triss, you have an addictive enough personality. They do if you talk to the right people. They do if you're in Russia. Oh, big stretch. For illegal reasons, I mean in Minecraft, DCB is not giving away the meth dealers that he knew in college. Alright, listen, he wouldn't snitch like that. Wait, don't you think we might need Ilzen's charm before we try to go in and save her? Didn't you say that the Werelupe King stole it before you fell out of the tree village? So you want me to go into the Werelupe woods with all the shirtless dudes who want to kill me? Awesome. Here's a Dogal Fox. Feed Pet. No. Pet will starve. Like Bigo. Never fed in their whole lives. No! Chat is distressed. That would have been legit, DCB. Be able to recruit the pets? That would have been legit. Alright, fine. I'll watch your stream, Kenny. Welcome, Lurk. Welcome, welcome. Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it to this premiere showing of Neopets, The Darkest Faerie, starring me, your favorite person on Aftersleep. They were so angry today because Triss fried mushrooms and they thought that was dinner. The Pigos have decided, and they're fair, this is by democracy, that your food is theirs. Just saying. Okay. And like I said, they're fair. They held an election. They held a vote. It's just that they decided, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Alright, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Where the actual fuck am I supposed to go? If I was a Pigo, I'd want fried mushrooms too. I don't think you would. If I'm perfectly honest, I don't think you would. I don't think that's part of the guinea pig diet. I'm not a guinea pig expert, but I do know one on the internet. And I have slept in her bed before, so... It is when I'm a guinea pig. Fuck you. Alright, DCP. Alright, calm down. Eat some Triscuits. You'll be alright. I mean, fried mushrooms are good. Yeah, but the thing is you're an omnivore. Alright? You'll eat anything. Especially cock. I don't know. The thing is that you're not a guinea pig. Guinea pigs eat nothing but, like, kale. Alright? There's a difference. There's a difference. You might have slightly different eating habits than a guinea pig. That's my point, okay? This is why guinea pigs are stupid. No, guinea pigs are stupid because you'll give them food and then they'll be sad because you didn't give them your food. I've been down here. Alright, you know what? Whatever. Get over here. Get over here. Alright, you know what? That was a mistake. Fuck you. This combat is great. I love the combat in this game. I think you guys are starting to see exactly why I just run away from all of the random encounters that I find in the world. If I don't have to fight you, I'm not going to. There's no stats. I don't care. There's no stats. I don't have to fucking do any of that shit. Here's a neat bridge. This bridge is great. You can stand here and gaze out at the water. It's idyllic. Alright, this is exactly where you should be. Especially when you have the gigantic cloud in the background. Hello, Rorik. I would pay to watch DCB eat an entire plate of lettuce the same size as his body. You probably could. If we're being perfectly honest, you probably could. I've done this once. Pixar, it didn't happen. Tits or GTFO. Okay, right. It was by the bridge, right? Yes, here we are. Guadalupe Woods. I think this is it? No. It was past the water. That's right. I saw a guy with a plate of lettuce, and that convinced me. You know, maybe we all just need to eat a little bit more lettuce. Maybe that's the solution. Here we are. Here's the Guadalupe Woods, right? Yeah, beware of werelupes, you know. Most Americans don't eat enough fiber. This is slander. I'll have you know, all of my best friends eat enough fiber. I actually don't know what your diets are like, to be perfectly honest. And I'm not paying attention to that, because that's freaky. And I might be a long-haired freaky people, but I'm not into that. Alright. Free Market Town. I passed by there. I know where that is. I'm not going to do that right now. Saw a post about a soup that people were posting and say it was making them shit their brains out. Man, that reminds me of that fucking green text. That green text where the guy ate like a whole can of sauerkraut and then shot out a tapeworm. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I love the internet so much. Some of these things remind me of Wind Waker. Chat, has Zelda been mentioned yet? It's okay, just wait. In 5 minutes, I'll mention Majora's Mask. Zelda. Oh, there's a door. What have we here? Wait, I feel like I recognize her. Sophie the Swamp Witch? Wasn't she like an actual character in Neopets canon? A pair of travelers in these dark woods. What shall we turn them into, I wonder? A sludgy, a bagus, a tentacle thing? But no, they have payment, I see, in exchange for the wonders of this old... The wonders this old witch offers. What would you buy from this wretched old hag? And she looks like 17. I should play Wind Waker at one point. My favorite character is Tetra. There's another book about sludgies. The exact same book that was in the swamp. In my hag era. I should have played Hag by the Breeders at the start of the stream, but I did not. Overwhelming the last of Illisan's defenders, the Guadalupe King carefully climbed up the tree in the center of the glade and found his target. He grinned a terrible toothy smile as he threatened the Earth Fairy with his terrible bone sword. That sounds like a euphemism. Your end has come, he howled. Your glade shall be made into a home for my people, the Werelupes. Illisan smiled and shook her head sadly, and then she cast her spell. And then there's another book about Bagus. And then there's moats. Do I have to buy anything from you? No, seriously, she's like a wretched old hag, and she literally looks like a fucking teenager, maybe. Searching for the Guadalupe King, eh? Suicidal, and not too bright at that. Well, listen. I've never been suicidal, but I'll consider it. That giant skull won't allow anything inside but the king and his werelupes. But old Sophie knows the way in. I could tell you, but what good would that do me? I need a favor from you first. She's a hag because her hair is green. Let her have green hair, alright? She's a Tumblr user. Don't worry. It's nothing to offend your delicate sensibilities, you little snowflake. I just need some raw wort root for the new potion I'm brewing. They grow in dark and watery places around the swamp. Bring me some wort root, and I will divulge my secrets. Alright, well, you heard her, chat. The adventures of Lover Boy and Hater Girl. Hater Girl needs some wort root. Not to be confused with nether wart, of course. I do love it, by the way, because imagine, right? Imagine you're like you, and you just see like there's a guy, and he's huge, and he's buff, and he's only wearing underwear, and he's rushing at you. That is what is happening on screen right now. Imagine. Imagine they're like you. No, seriously, look at them. In a world like Neopets, where you're like you have different species, you're you. You are Tor. You're a Dogi. And then there's like these other Dogis that are like right there, and they're exactly like you, except they're only wearing underwear. They're not wearing shorts, they're not wearing shoes. They don't give a fuck. All right, and they're here and they're trying to bitch slap you. What would you do? What would you do, chat? That's $1 million question. What would you personally do? That's what flamethrowers are made for? You can't own one. Whoa! I don't think it likes intruders. What the fuck? Hold on. Sorry, now there's a thing for Tor's Farm. There's a thing for Kogum Village, Illison's Village. Alright, well, you know what? I think we should go... Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. He's like, I can't own a flamethrower, but I can make one. Wasn't that a weapon in Postal 2? Where it was like, it was like a can of Axe body spray and a lighter? That's pretty funny. I should play Postal 2 again. I didn't actually beat... No, I think I did beat Paradise Lost. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy to think about Paradise Lost in the context of time. Because Postal 2 itself is very much a product of the 2000s. And then Paradise Lost comes out after the disaster as Postal 3. And Milo Yiannopoulos is in it, which is very funny. given that Milo Yiannopoulos' entire point is to be like, I'm Milo Yiannopoulos, give me money. That's his whole reason for existing. And people did! And people did. You know what? He was in that fucking game. And people gave him money. And he's still around, and now he's pretending like, by the way, I'm not gay anymore. I totally didn't date, like, a gay black dude for forever. I'm, like, totally straight now. I got cured. Sure thing, Jan. Alright, I gotta get the fuck out of here. This place is giving me the creeps. Halloween was a week ago. Fuck you. Sorry, it was like 2 weeks ago. Totally didn't get... He did! I think he might have even been married to a gay black dude. But it's okay. He's straight now. He got converted. A straight black dude. I'm not here to speculate. I'm just saying. They're both men. That makes it gay. I don't know. There's no other way to put it. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go back to Tor's Farm. We're gonna go play Stardew Valley. That's what we're gonna do. And I needed to go... What am I doing? What was it? It was through... Draken Ridge. That was it. How do you get to Draken Ridge? Is it closer to Brightvale? A social circle that pretended they were progressive, just logical, and now they're fully homophobic, so he's got to undo the whole gay thing. Isn't it funny to watch grifters on the internet? I'm rather fond of the saying, the fate of Western civilization will be determined by the E-Daddy with the largest Patreon. That's why I was never into most of them. I was never into the quartering. I was never into fucking... I liked Sargon well enough when I was 15. Apparently he went off and did the Lotus Eaters. I've been meaning to check out the Lotus Eaters. Don't know a whole lot about him, but he's got some other dudes on board too. And it's really funny too because, you know, that was the reason Medicare quit Gamergate. Was it was like, you know, I don't like all these E-daddies with their Patreons, and now he like takes money from people who are into like lolly VTubers. Oh, how the turns tables, chat. I don't take anyone's money. I don't take money for shit. I don't even charge these sad sacks for fucking Somnol web access, alright? They host their websites. I haven't charged them a bit. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. By the way, guys, I don't actually want your money. I'm just saying. Like, I don't charge for anything. And you know why? Because I'm a guy who can exist on his own without having to have people give him money for breathing. I love money. Money is so fucking good. But also, I have principles. I have standards. I heard he's been bouncing back and forth after he went ultra cringe during the old days. Who are you referring to, Jim or Sargon? Money can be used for goods and services. Seriously, I don't know where the fuck Draken Ridge is. Sargon, even Jim has forgiven him apparently. Yeah, no, Sargon's whole Lotus Eaters thing, he's like super like British nationalist now. It's definitely a surprising bounce back. Because I really thought, like, for anybody else, the whole UKIP fucking nonsense would have been the death of him. And then Sargon sort of just like, yeah. And then just moved on. That shit's crazy. He was always British nationalist. You know, I like I said, I don't really know what he's up to these days. I just know that he's doing the Lotus Eaters thing, and I've never focused on it too much. This is a pet. I don't have any food for him. Sorry. Actually, I don't know how the fuck to get out of this hole. Ooh. There's fruit. What's this fruit? Peach Paw. A huge amount of health. Awesome. And they can't just say a peach. It's like Pokemon. They can't just say it's a blueberry. No, it's an oranberry. Professionals have standards. Be polite, be efficient, don't charge people for hosting on Somnol. Well, I mean, listen. The difference is that I don't offer Somnol hosting to everybody, you know? When it is like it's DCB or Savannah, I know these people. I know where they live. I'm not interested in charging them, you know? Cuz I'm like, listen, just be my friend. That's all I want. Be a close friend. That's all I want. And meanwhile, then I got that fucking the guy who just joined Aftersleep. He was like, "Can I have a Somnol site?" I'm like, "Whoa, bitch! All right, moving a little fast here. I don't even know your name." That shit is crazy to me, you know. Like, I get that some people saying like, I know Friday does that. Like, Friday will give an Aftersleep site to anybody who asks, but like, it's just not my thing. It's just Somnol is a very sacred thing. So I'm not I'm not going to be handing it out, even though I could. I have unlimited everything, to be perfectly honest, because Dream hosts are darlings. But it's just not my bag, you know. So yeah. Difference is Marf isn't an E-Daddy. I could be. YouTube doesn't like links. This used to get me, by the way, when I would talk about mp3.com and YouTube would think I was trying to link to mp3.com and then filter my comment. Shit pissed me off to no end. I hate YouTube, but it's better than streaming on Twitch. There's free hosting on Aftersleep. Yeah, no, he just outright asked me. And listen, I don't have an opinion on this guy. I don't hate him. I don't feel anything about him. But like, it was just a very odd thing. He's like, it's not that weird. It's like, it's kind of that weird. Like, do you know me? Do I know you? Please don't become a skeptic. No worries. No worries. I'm not gonna open a Patreon. I'm not gonna have Shoe on Head living under my desk. It's all good. It's all good. I feel like maybe at this point though, I should have like an Aftersleep site of some kind. I don't know what I would do with it. I really don't know what I would do with Aftersleep hosting. I just know that like I am I just know that I'm a big supporter. I love Aftersleep. Friday is a good dude. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to get out of this hole. Guys, can you get out of this hole at all? I don't see the way out. Have I soft locked myself? Is it the pet? Oh. Friday appreciation time. Dude, I genuinely miss Friday's fucking, turtle. Kill the turtle. I miss, hanging out in Friday's IRC and us listening to tapes. Why am I hurting the pets? I don't know how to get out, so I'm taking my frustration out on the wildlife. And they're okay. Look at them. Look at them. They're okay. They may be mildly concerned, but they're just polygons on your screen. I genuinely don't know how to get out of the hole. Are you meant to get out of the hole? Is this where I just live now? Can I use the turtle as a platform? No, you cannot jump on the turtle, sadly. And these rocks, no, you cannot stand on these rocks. Hit it first. Yeah, I can stand on it, but like... Wait, it does bounce me up. Can I corral it into a spot? Hold on. Let's observe it, chat. Let's become David Attenborough. Oh, I didn't mean to eat that. Fuck. Stand on it. You can feed the turtle. This game is good. All right, listen. I have qualms about this game, but this game is supremely charming. What other game lets you play as Tor? Okay. I'm gonna restart the console because I actually don't know how I'm supposed to get out of the hole. I have no idea. I genuinely don't. What other game lets you feed a turtle? I can think of a couple. That is some good ass cider. I don't get how people can like cider. Oh, listen, it's okay if you have shit taste. Tastes like rotten apple juice. Like I said, it's okay to have shit taste. It's like people go, beer tastes like piss. Well, yeah, when you had one sip of your dad's fucking beer when you were like 8. Yeah, I bet you would think that. But like, when you've had a couple of them, it's not too bad. Don't drink apple cider vinegar. Yeah, boy. You want to talk about some shitty, pissy fucking apple juice. Stop giving... Did you see that? Yo! Check that shit out! This is such a well-built game. Yo! Oh my god! That's great. I love Neopets, the Darkest Faerie for the PlayStation 2, everybody. I will be drinking constantly. Me too. Actually, I try to only drink once a week. Chat, is this real? Garfield, is this serious or is this cap? Yeah, that's real shit. Savannah's gonna be on vacation soon. She's gonna be going to the Bermuda Triangle. Where's this go? What is this? Where does this go? If there's some spooky fucking gates, you know where I'm going. To meet the aliens? Stepping on the beach. Doo, doo, doo. Something like that. This really feels like Pac-Man World 2 now. Vandals in the graveyard? What horrible mischief do they have planned? Have they no respect for the dead? Can we just kill this guy already? I'm so tired of this guy showing up and being gay. I don't think they like intruders in their graveyard either. Ta-ra! Oh, Juppy. Thank you for the Juppy. Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked. Okay, he's gone. Juppy. You know, game I missed Club Penguin and the OG PSA point and click missions. To be perfectly honest, I was never on any of the like you make an account and have games on it kind of sites. The only thing I was really into when I was a little kid was Miniclip. Miniclip was my shit. I loved Miniclip. And then I saw Miniclip slowly like dissolve when all of the like what are they called? The Shockwave games. All Shockwave games stopped working. And all the Flash games stopped working. And then Flashpoint. And Flashpoint was great. I love Flashpoint. I should play more Flashpoint. I actually have a Flashpoint Ultimate from like 5 years ago, because that was the last version before all the Nitrome games got taken out. And I was like, well, I'm keeping this. And to be perfectly honest, pretty much everything I played from back in the day was in that Flashpoint Ultimate. So I was like, well, you know, I do have Infinity just so that way if, you know, Kebby and Savannah and DCB ever send me games, like I can play them, like for streams. But yeah, no, for the most part, I'm still working off that Flashpoint Ultimate. And I should probably make a backup of it. I usually play cool math games, but Miniclip Dune Buggy was the best. What Miniclip games did I like? I liked... there was a game I played called Roll On, which is kind of weird to me because Roll On was a Shockwave game where you were a marble and you're rolling on platforms. And then I saw that it was apparently like inspired by a PS1 game. I think it was called Kula World, which is another thing where you're like a ball rolling along platforms, whatever. That was kind of funky. Actually, do you guys want to know a little fact about Cammy? If you go on WikiHow, do you remember WikiHow? If you go on WikiHow and you look up how to play Roll On, that's one word, Roll On. I wrote that article. I wrote the OG of that article. That is real shit. That's real shit. That's lore that you won't get anywhere else. Anyway, I liked that game. I liked the Nitro games. There was a game called Save the Sheriff where you were a little puppy. You were a little puppy and you had to save the sheriff. I didn't get very far in it, but you were a puppy and it was a platformer and that was cute. What else did I play? There were these games, I remember, what was it? What was it called? There was one where you were like a little girl and it was like an isometric cave game. And you had like oxygen and you got hurt, whatever. I don't remember what that one was called. I probably have it favorited. And then, Milkshake. Milkshake was a classic. I was so happy to have finally, like, no-damaged Milkshake after, like, 21, 22 years on this earth. That was another wonderful Shockwave game. Oh, alright. See you, Lurk. Thanks for popping in. Man. I want to go play Flashpoint now. I'm going to be honest. I'm like, damn, those are some good-ass games. But yeah, no. There was that game. There was that bartending game that was funky, which it was interesting because like I didn't know how to play it when I was a little kid because I didn't know how alcohol worked, and then like I looked up what makes the perfect cocktail according to this game, and there was like a couple solutions online. Saw the guy actually like my drink for once, and I'm like, well that kind of killed that. There was that. That was pretty fun. Give me a drink, bartender. It was like the perfect mix, I think it was called. You know what I remember? There was I don't remember what the game was actually about, but I just remember it had something to do with Lipton soup. So you guys know the Lipton like soup mix packets. There was a game that I played that I remember that had that going on. Other than that, PopCap. I was actually in the Flashpoint Discord a long time ago. Because I played, they were accepting animations, they were accepting Flash animations, and I spent a lot of time as a little kid watching Neurotically Yours being the Foamy the Squirrel cartoons, and for a long time he actually published those as Flash cartoons, before they just moved to YouTube. He still makes Flash, he still uses them to make, he still uses Flash to make them, but, he doesn't publish Flash cartoons anymore because obviously they don't work. But there was a time where he actually did publish Flash cartoons of them. And, yeah, so I remember I got those and I submitted them all to Flashpoint. That was pretty fun. I don't think we're going to beat this. It'll probably take us to the rest of the year to beat this game, to be perfectly honest. Unless I started playing it off stream, which I try not to do because, you know, I'd like the idea of people watching the VODs to actually, you know, get the experience of playing through the whole game. Ooh, a crypt. A crypt, chat. A crypt. Sorry, I just noticed this. DCB said, I added images to how to install Visual Basic 2010 Express. That's real. That's real. Listen, I believed in the promise of WikiHow a long time ago. Now I don't. I don't contribute to anything. I don't go outside. I don't like any of you. I'm kidding. Is this E2M3 chat? What I was thinking of was Sly 2, that part with the Bentley in the crypt. I was in the Contessa's levels. We were in the crypt, which, by the way, I also streamed. You can go find that playthrough on my channel. Where he was playing through that, and he had to hack all the terminals. Because, of course, what makes sense in a crypt full of bones and stone but computer terminals? So, but yeah. This texture really reminds me of Quake. This where you see the hourglass and stuff. This does remind me of Quake a whole lot. Ah, man. Next year, I will be coming back to Quake. I will be making Quake levels. I promise you guys. and it's gonna be cool as shit. Look at that texture. Look at that texture, chat. That's awesome. Fortunately, you can't go in there. Not yet. Can I break the statues? I cannot. The Contessa was doing some weird shit. You're right. The Contessa was, like, freaky. She was like, I'm gonna strap a girl to the table and, like, brain fuck her. And, like, that gets my spider nuts off. She was weird. She was fucked up. I don't like it. Oh, and there's a red version of it. That's cool. She gets away with it. She can't keep getting away with it. Alright, anyway, here's a skull. Who reminds me a lot of Grim Fandango. And I'm just supposed to, like, kill him. He's not hurting me, by the way. I'm just pressing the circle button. Man, I gotta play Neopets, but like, now I'm just thinking of Flashpoint. Now I want to go play Flashpoint. I like Flashpoint. We'll have to do a Flashpoint stream for the Christmas cornucopia. Restless Spirit. Alright, give me a moment. I gotta open up this chest. I do like that the ghost doesn't get bonked out from your shield. Oh shit. Alright, well, Tor is dead. And now he's alive again. Yay. I can't get that moat. That moat is just up there. Yeah. 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 That's great. Okay, so I defeated 2 spirits. Can I please, like, go anywhere else? Because I kind of did everything. Bitch. Spirit sword? Are you daft? Alright, well, you can't go there. It's a sword enemy from... They're seriously just like whole ass swords. No, seriously, the shield is the way to beat this game. Did you see that? You just use the shield at the right time and you win. Can't go in there. Alright, well, I guess there's no going in the crypt just yet. It is pretty neat, though. Wait, there's no leaving either? Alright. No, wait, I think this is the way I came. Ah, it's alright. I think this is the way I came. I'm trying to see if there's anything in the box. Fortunately, you can't move the lid. That's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Alright. Sorry, I had to get some water. I had to hydrate. This is spooky. I'm not fighting random skeletons. Sorry. Not gonna happen. Hydrate or dihydrate. That's a coffin, not a box. Listen, if it has 4 sides, a top and a bottom, and it holds things, it's a box. All right. I don't give a fuck what the dead person inside would have preferred me to call it. It's a box. All right. When you die, you get held in a box. That's all I give a fuck about. Anyway, here's some Neo points. Go spend it on an omelet. I'm sad, by the way. There's no omelets in this game. I want to feed Tor an omelet. It's only right. All right. Yeah, actually, it's made of stone, so it's a sarcophagus. See? Yeah, actually, I fucked your mom. So... Hello? Are you gonna, like, fight me or anything? No? Alright. Dude, do you see how he's still doing damage even with the shield? That's fine. I'm good at button mashing. Ratchet ass enemy. Alright, well, I'm about to die. Let's see, what can I use? Yeah, that's fine. You know what? I saw a video once that was like people making omelets from Neopets. I'm like, man, I could go for some eggs. I could go for some eggs. That's awesome. Alright. Fuck you. I don't care. Man, this is getting spooky. If only it was 2 weeks ago. I'd be like, this is topical. This is a puzzle? The answer is no, it's not a puzzle. Because as soon as you move away from it, the door closes. Well, what the fuck can I do here? Do I stand on it for a little bit? No, because immediately the moment when you leave them, the door closes. If only it was 2 weeks ago. Kibby, I promise you, it'll be okay. You're doing more than people in your class are, I promise. I could go for some eggs. I could eat a fucking... I could fuck up a hoagie right now. That's what I could do. I had a hoagie earlier. I could fuck up a hoagie right now. Be honest. I remember I was going through my camera roll, right? And, you know, all the downloaded images and stuff on my phone also. And I found it was a drawing of a tepig. I was saying I could fuck up a hoagie right now. I'm like, this was relevant to something in Somnol. And I couldn't find it. I kept looking it up, and I could not find the reference. I was like, what did this get posted for? Why do I have this downloaded? I couldn't figure it out. I'll figure it out at some point, though. And I'm not going to share it on stream, so, you know. Because it'll be on a random fucking Thursday or something, and then I'll forget by the next Tuesday. Wait. Hold on. Blue? Green. Is this a puzzle? Yellow? I see there's a yellow. Am I supposed to be Roberta? I really don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Time to consult the walkthrough again. Which, by the way, we skipped 4 whole parts. So clearly I'm doing this game a little bit out of order. Alright, so he's in her shop. He fell in the water? What? How was I supposed to know to walk into the water? Okay, so in the water, you know, when you're supposed to avoid the water because if you fall into it, you get hurt. And this time, oh wait, actually, you're supposed to fall into it because it's where you go. Go inside the colored doors. See, the issue with that Moon is that if you see that the yellow door is open right now, where's the yellow door? It's right there. It closes the moment you hop off the button. So you need something to hold the button on. Fuck it, skip to this room. Wow. By this point in the playthrough, this person has the full Tor armor. And I'm still stuck on my Squire armor. Okay, well, I played this game massively out of order, it seems. It's not my fault. I'm seriously trying my best, by the way, to find this fucking colored door room in this playthrough. How many... Wait, hold on. Let me just check really quick. We're only halfway through. Jesus. So, like... I don't know. Expect 15 playthroughs. This game is as long as Okami. It's the... Sorry, I just checked the chat again. It's the pillar in the middle of the room? Okay. What am I supposed to do with that? Wait, hold on, I just saw a button. Grab block. Oh! You can move it! As long as Okami and half is good. Awesome. Alright, in my defense, that looks like decoration. That does not look like something that you do a puzzle with, okay? It literally just looks like decoration. You can say I moved a pillar before, but that doesn't mean that registers as something that I can move. I'm glad you were paying attention, because I fucking wasn't. I do like, by the way, that in a lot of games, the enemies stop attacking you when you, like, interact with a chest or something. In this game, nope. They will continue to fuck with you. And that's really funny to me. Try that. That's not the proper emote. Noted, noted. This game has Dark Souls rules. Well, I noticed why I'm not a big fan of From Software. Is this it? Is this the proper mode? Yes. And that's it. There's just another moat in there. This one's a big frowny face moat. Oh, he's so sad. Okay. Yellow. Got the yellow. Thank you, Moon Moon, by the way. Now we have to move it to the green one. Don't ask me, by the way, how he's pulling this block sideways. That's irrelevant. Oh. Excuse me, what? 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 There we go. You did see that, right? I'm not, like, insane. Alright, well, I'm fucked. Heal. I don't have any healing items. I literally can't heal. I can use a revive potion, but I can't heal. See if there's anything in these chests. Oh, it's just another fucking moat. A rainbow moat. Gay moat. Yay. Get over here, you fucking fruit. Thank you for the Chicado. Is that everything in this room? Yeah, okay. Neat. Alright, we have one more to go through, which is the blue room. You're probably under-leveled for this part of the game. I don't like games that let you go, oh, you could do whatever you want right now. Except for all the parts where you fucking are not ready for it. That part fucking blows. Alright, especially if you don't have any way of signaling to the player other than them getting their ass kicked. You're not ready for this yet. Well, it's like, not for nothing. That's not my fault. I just wandered into what looks like the same as anything else in the game. I wandered into an area. I don't know. And not for nothing also, there's no leveling in this game either. There's not like, Tor does not have a leveling system. The only thing is that I don't have like you know, the nicer armor. I just have my squire armor. That said, everything is worth it when I see his ears going all flopsy when I push a block. Unironically, I'm like, oh, doggy. It's just another moat. It's just another moat. I can't believe that Neopets, the Darkest Faerie, invented Dark Souls. This is the Dark Souls of Dark Souls. It's the Neopets of Dark Souls. It is. Is there any way that I can avoid fighting all of these fucking guys? It's just an egg. It's just an egg. That's what I came here for, was an egg. Are you serious? You missed a chest in the blue room. I don't think I did. I guess the Werlupe Fang isn't in here. It must be in another crypt. I didn't even know I was looking for that, to be perfectly honest. It's not my fault that this game lets you do fucking anything real, like, right now. Oh, I did. Okay. Yeah, true. What's good about video games is that they're for fun. Well, they are when they're good. Okay. Can I leave? Can I just leave? What's the way out of here? Do I have to kill these guys? Red door is the exit. Noted, noted. I'm not even going to bother then. Block. Alright. This is like the shitty version of a Morrowind tomb, which is crazy because Morrowind tombs were already shitty. Alright, revival potion got. Oh shit. What the fuck? Damn it. I just realized I fell back down in here. Alright, that's fine. Red door. Okay, so don't go that way. Turn this way. I'm learning. I'm learning. And that lets me out. Yay! Yay! I don't want to go in any fucking tomb. I want decent instructions. Frankly, more than anything, I want to get out of here. I want to go to, like... I want to go to Fiji and start a farm. If I'm being perfectly honest. Not for nothing also. I feel like this game is going to bleed into next year. Oh, here. Here's the part where you're supposed to hop into the water. You're just supposed to know to hop in the water. Check this out. You know how in every other part of the game that causes you to die? Nope, actually this one leads you to a secret area. That's some super pitfall shit right there. I think you were more positive about Pitfall. It's not that I'm negative about any of these games, because I do find them fun for various reasons. I do find them appealing, but bad game design is bad game design, When you have telegraphed that something kills you, except for this time it actually leads you into a secret area, and they look exactly the same. That there's no defending that, regardless of how cute the main character is. So I think that just hoping for a game where it's fun next time. Well, I mean, not for nothing, but if you're not enjoying the stream, it's fine if you just tune off and go do something you like. You don't have to be here just because you're my girlfriend. If you're not enjoying yourself, then, feel free, to be perfectly honest. It's supposed to be fun, and I don't know. I like to think that I'm enjoying it in the context of it being a wonky PS2 game, which it objectively is. This is a game that has soft-locked me several times. It's not going to be a universally positive experience. But if you're not enjoying the commentary or whatever, then just, I don't know, feel free to go do something you do enjoy. You're stressed all the time right now. It's fine. I wouldn't take it personally. I get it. Alright, I think this is the way out of here. I think I recognize that ladder. And I'll go find Draken Ridge, because I think that's where the game really wants me to be right now, is to go save the farm. I don't know, maybe is it closer to Brightvale? What was that? Did you see that button prompt? Is that from me hanging... Oh, it's from me hanging on the ledge. Never mind. Yeah, I'm just platforming, you know. I'm really not sure where Ridge is. Crossroads. Okay. So down that way-ish. Might be it. I don't know. I'll have to find it. Am I going the right way? Have I... Okay. I thought I soft-locked the game. No, I'm going towards Western Brightvale. Well, that's not what I want. I wanted to go down towards... Do you see where I'm trying to go, guys? Hold on. Yeah, okay. So I have to go this way a little bit more, and then I should be able to dip down that way. Or maybe that's just the way back towards the beach. That might be the case. I'm actually not sure. This is the thing where you gotta, like, learn it like the back of your hand. Market Town. Well, that was another thing that was on the list. Market Town. Save that. Here, let me go save quick. I don't know. You guys let me know. It's 2.5 hours in. Do you want me to just call it here for the night? Is this entertaining? Because if it's not, I'll turn it off. It's no big deal. Certainly, I am, you know, in the mood to play for more. But if this isn't something that you enjoy, then just let me know, and we'll call it there for the evening because it's a fine enough length. Okay, do I have to kill these guys first? I'm enjoying this as I post things on eBay. Hey, alright. Well, I'm glad that one person is enjoying this. I don't think I'm doing any damage at all. Alright, maybe not that either. Anybody other than Doge Code? Come on. Speak now or hold your peace. So I am massively disoriented. Okay, so I am going backwards. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen. It is what it is, man. Fact is that it's a wonky game. It's a game that I think is very cute. It's a game that I like, but is it going to elicit universally positive reactions from me? Absolutely not. And that's just the fact of the matter. It's not like, and I don't know, I don't really appreciate the whole, well, you were more positive about Pitfall. No, Pitfall had a stupid fucking story. Pitfall, I think, felt a little bit better to control, but Pitfall had a shit ton of backtracking. Pitfall was less satisfying. I don't know. Fact is this even a revival that people want? You know, is this like a thing where it's like, oh, you know, I start playing this game again because I thought that, you know, it would be something enjoyable, but then it turns out that it's fucking only enjoyable to me, I guess. And if that's the case, then, you know what? That's fine. We'll figure out something to do for the rest of November. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Like, listen, it requires a guide occasionally, and the combat isn't brilliant, but it's a cute game. It's an interesting world to explore. I don't think it's bad, and I certainly don't think it's worse than Pitfall. I think, yeah, definitely try it, especially these days where, like, you can play any PS2 game you want for free, even on real hardware. Yeah, I would say give it a go. I would say it is certainly worth a go, if nothing else. That's back to the Werlupe Woods, right? Yeah. You know, we're just gonna save here and call it for the evening. Given that it literally seems to only be Doge Code that's like replying to me at this point. At least from an, you know, alright, sorry. Honestly, for me, it's I feel like both this game and Pitfall were not great for you to play. No, there's issues with it. There's absolutely issues with it. This game is not like, it's not sly, it's not supremely satisfying like Ratchet and Clank. It's like Jak and Daxter. I can appreciate elements of it. Am I, you know, I don't know. I don't care if a game is janky or the story's really ugly. I just wish you're having a better time playing it. Well, I don't know. It's unfortunately you can't, you didn't ask me like, oh, how do you actually feel about playing this? Because I'm just here. I'm just vibing. It's you who's not having a great time blatantly, ultimately. And that's unfortunate. It absolutely is. I'm fine. And you might go, well, you don't sound fine. Well, unfortunately, I'm autistic. Well, the thing is that you already dipped out for like 10 minutes, 12 minutes, according to the timestamps. I don't even know if my mic is on right now. Okay, yes, my mic is on. So, I don't know, you did dip out. And that's perfectly fine. It's okay. Just, if you're not enjoying this, I'm just saying, don't put that on me. Because I'm not you, and you're not in me. Yeah, I did tell you to leave if you're not having a good time. Because, to be perfectly honest, I don't want you to suffer if you're like, man, this super sucks. This just fucking sucks. It just sucks. He's not having a great time. It's fine. It's genuinely fine. These streams don't last longer than 3 hours. You'd miss a grand total of, like, I don't know, half hour at most. It's perfectly fine. It's not something that bothers me. Like, genuinely. It's not 2021 and I'm like, well, nobody's paying attention to me, so I'm going to go fuck myself. It's not that anymore. If you're not enjoying it, then that's perfectly fine if you don't want to tune in. You spend all day at school. You should be spending your free time on things that you enjoy. You genuinely should. And if that's not here, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm not upset. But at the same time, I'm also just not going to have this, well, you liked Pitfall more. No, I didn't like Pitfall more. The only thing that Pitfall had going for it was that Pitfall was fucking short. Pitfall lasted a grand total of like 4 streams. It was still a shit ton of backtracking. It was still a massively padded experience. Is what it is, ultimately. I don't know what I'll be doing next week, to be perfectly honest. Because if this is the kind of thing where we're 2 streams in and it's already ran out of steam, then that's perfectly fine. I'll find something else to play. I'm ultimately here to try to be entertaining to you guys. And if this isn't entertaining, then I'm not going to play it. I'll finish it on my own time. You know, I'd still like to finish the save. I'd still like to beat the game. If this isn't a thing that you want to watch, then that's perfectly fine. I'll play something else. We'll figure it out. It's, you know, we're currently on, what, week 2 of November? Yeah, so there's going to be 4 streams in November. I'll even switch to idle right now. There's going to be 4 streams in November. So we're on the second one. So we have 2 more before the Christmas cornucopia. So ultimately is what it is. But you guys just got to let me know. The DCB's hanging out. Well, I appreciate that you're hanging out, DCB. Ultimately, the way that I look at it is the same thing that I've always said for you guys. I don't care what you play. I don't care what I play. I don't care what it is, ultimately, as long as everybody is enjoying it. Streams are an excuse to get the gang together. That's literally it. They're not an excuse for me to show off my extensive game. I wouldn't be fucking loaded up on alcohol right now if it was an excuse to show off my intense gamer skills. Genuinely. It's not even about the games. We've played a lot of bad games. We played good games. I just like talking to you in chat. Yeah, no, good talk. I'm glad to see you, Moon Moon. I'm glad that you didn't fuck off when I was, being pissy at you 4 years ago. Genuinely. Alright, Tris, see you next time then. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it there, to be perfectly honest. We'll see what I do next week. I is what it is. Maybe I'll be coming back for this, but I don't know if scheduling is going to work out. I don't know what the case may be. But ultimately, I'm here to entertain you guys. So, I'll see you next week, and we'll see what's going on. So, I love you guys. Like I said, see you next week.